Asian Persuasion with my boy Slim and Bortle here at YCS Pasadena. You guys already know we're with the top 32 list. What's your name and what you play, bro?
My name is Brian Chen and I got top 32 with Pendulum Magician.
You play Pendulums, bro. A new Pendulum god in 2018, bro. Let's get into this profile, man.
Alright, so for the monsters I played Chronograph Sorcerer. He's the best extender. He's a high scale, which is actually really important in the deck, and he gets your Electromite going and he puts out monsters for free. And then you have to play the one little dude.
Darn it.
Yeah. He's honestly not bad. He's just like, you can't scale him when you control monsters. That's like the only downside to it.
Yeah.
And then for the Mythical Beast, I played 3 Cerberus and 2 Jackal. Cerberus is really good because it gets Jackal, and then honestly summon him a couple times and banish the Colossus.
Oh, no.
So if you open this and you have a way to get Electromite on the field, you can put this into the extra deck, summon this off this. And then if he plays 2 spell cards, you can banish the Colossus and it becomes 5,400 attack.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it becomes really big. And this just negates everything.
Yeah.
This is a cool combo. If you open this and this, you can search this. And on Resolution, you can Chronograph Sorcerer the Jackal King. And as long as you have a way to get a spell card activated before you make Electromite, you can protect your Electromite from Ghost Ogre.
Oh, that's smart. That's crazy.
And then I also play 3 Dark Worm and 2 Gate Zero. Dark Worm's like honestly like the best card of the deck. It's basically Skullcrow at Joker. Except it doesn't search like Monkey Board. That's like the only thing it doesn't do.
Yeah.
And it makes all your extenders like really good. Pencall Darkworm is like basically Exodia for like most duels. And so yeah, those are like kind of like the extenders, I suppose. And then for the Magicians, I play 3 Harmonizing. This becomes 2 monsters and it's a tuner. And it gives you monsters attack, which comes up sometimes. If you have 2 Magicians in your extra deck, when you have Dweller, it becomes 1900, and Super X is only 18, so they can't even out the Dweller sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then 3 Wisdom Eye. I honestly don't like this card, but like in a format like this, you can't afford a brick. So I kind of just play like as consistently as possible and play this to match your scales. Even though I try to make my deck play around Pencall a lot because Pencall is so broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it becomes anything you want in your deck and it just makes you like kill your opponent most of the time. I also play 2 Black Fang, 2 Purple Poison. These aren't very good, but like this is like an inherent out to like Floodgates. The one thing that Goki doesn't have on this deck is like, if you play in the Floodgate deck, like, and you don't main twins, you're just having a bad time. But here you can like, you have this to search Purple Poison, and you have the Pen Call to search Purple Poison.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you Pendulum summon these 2 against like True Draco, they can't win. Yeah, and then for the last 2 Magicians, I played 2 Oath and Shanka. This negates Firewall, which is pretty good, and it becomes your absolute. And this by itself is just like gives you advantage basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for the Pendulum monsters, and this is like where it gets like kind of weird. I didn't want to play an FDK or like U-Link deck, format with no hand traps, so I played 4. I played 2 Ash, 1 Ogre, and 1 Bell. I didn't want to like brick on these, so I thought this was the best one, so I played 2. These by itself are pretty good. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you lose.
Yeah.
The reason I didn't play Droll over these because you can't Pendulum Summon these, and if you Pendulum Summon these, you can actually make a Meteor Burst, and you can make Absolute that way.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I thought was really cool about it. And then there's a cool combo with Shrine and this. It becomes Vortex for free.
Oh.
So yeah, because you just summon Darkworm, normal it, become Meteor Burst, summon the Gate Zero from the extra deck, and an overlay for Absolute. Yeah. So that's it for the monsters. And then my favorite part about the deck is 3 Potted Desires. This card says draw 2. And sometimes when you draw 2, you draw this card, and this card says add 2. And then if you have Harmonizing your extra deck, you're pretty far ahead because your extra deck is really like oriented for like killing your opponent.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to play these, and I played 3 of this. I was gonna play 2, but because of Thunder Dragon, but I don't respect the deck enough. The deck is pretty like, make a board, if you break it, you win, and it's like, that probably won't make it that far to the event, like, if you played just like that. So I played 3, anticipating that I'd like make it farther, and it really helped. I was glad to play 3. 2 Dragon Shrine, Extender, and then Foolish Burial. You play 2 Shrine because Foolish is at 1. So yeah. So I played a 40 card main deck.
40 cards, nice.
Yep. And then for the extra deck, I played the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh, Electromite. This becomes anything you want. It just gets Ghost Ogre sometimes, but you end up like being okay because you play Wee Witch. This is really good at going for game because it gives all your darks 500. And if you Pendulum Summon 4 darks, with it becomes like 2500 extra damage. Yeah. So, and it also like adds darks from the grave, which comes up sometimes. Underclock in case you don't have a Pendulum monster or you don't have a dark monster. And then yeah, it has its application as well. Deco Talker, so I didn't play Zephyr Metaltron because this card actually like is so good because it stops Widow Anchor and it stops Impermanence. When your Dweller gets Impermanence, you kind of lose, and when your stuff gets Widow Anchored, you also kind of lose. If you play Metaltron, it's good for the grind game because you get your resources back, but your Metaltron doesn't really amount to anything because you have to let them do whatever. You don't have any way to stop them. Yeah, and it also has 3300 attack sometimes, so I thought it was pretty good. And it also stops Twin Twister, which never really comes up. And then this card's pretty good. It goes for game. Yeah, so I played 5 Links, and then Vortex. And I decided to play Omega and Clearwing as my level 8s. This card is actually like probably the MVP next to Dweller and Vortex because it snipes the card and it gives you general knowledge about what your opponent's playing. So if you hit a Marionetta, you'll make a Tornado Dragon. Yeah. And if you hit like Suprex or like anything that you see like that means like Goki, you just make a Dweller. Another interaction is if you make a Dweller and they pass and they somehow kill it, you can link this away and then put Dweller back in your extra deck, so you have 4 turns of Abyss Dweller basically. Yeah. And also this card puts back Ray, and if they don't have Ray, they're kind of dead if you kill their Shizuku or Kagari. Yeah, this card's really good. It's a cold wave for the battle phase. Yeah, so they can't Ray if this is on the field. So yeah, play those, and then obviously the one Absolute. People don't know that this card has a pretty good effect, where it's like we can negate an attack and then summon an Odd Eyes from the hand or grave, and it can summon the cold wave monster. Yeah, because as long as it's summoned successfully. And then I played Naruto. Honestly, it wasn't very good, but it's like kind of like a insurance card. Like if you just want to like feel safe, you can make a Naruto. But I never see myself harmonizing the Oath Dragon. You always want to make Absolute or Abyss Dweller. Yeah. So this just comes up like sometimes, not all the time. And Dark Rebellion, this on average it does like 5,000 damage. It just really pushes like for game most of the time. That's why I play it. Yeah. You only need 2 darks for it, and it doesn't target, so it's also pretty nice. And then I played Tornado Dragon, as mentioned earlier. Honestly, it's not very good this format, but if you play against True Dragon and Alter guys, you want to make this over Dweller. Yeah. And then the best card, Abyss Dweller.
This is how you've been winning all your Swiss rounds with the Dweller?
Yeah, if we make a Dweller and he pass, you're probably winning 80% on those games. Yeah. Yeah. And then the last card is Honor Arc. This card is like so good.
Ooh, spice.
So the combo against Thunder Dragon is you suck their Titan, and then you can Bortle and just kill him. And then against a Striker, you can Honor Arc their Sky Striker monster, and it doesn't trigger raid because it doesn't count as leaving the field. Yeah. It just gets sucked under, yeah. And when you summon this against Titan, they have to pop it, otherwise it just gets sucked. Yeah, and it still counts as a monster, that's why I played Honor Arc. Yeah. I decided not to play Karen or Gorgon because I didn't think there would be a lot of Sky Strikers this event. And then for the side deck, it's pretty basic, but it's Pendulum oriented. I played 3 Denko. This card's pretty good. When you Denko the Striker deck, it doesn't really do anything. And you just kill him with Boar Sword or Honor Arc. And then 3 Pankratops. 2 cool things about it. What I learned this weekend is it's a 1 card out to UCT. Yeah. You just summon it and you just tribute pop UCT. That's pretty much all there is to it. And then it's also a level 7, so you can overlay it for Absolute. Oh. Yeah. And obviously got 2600 and it's pretty good. I'm really glad they made this card. I thought it was pretty cool for the game. And then, yeah, the FTK/Goki Hate, Draw and Lockbird. As mentioned earlier, I didn't main it because you can't Pendulum summon it, and I can't afford to go first and like pass turn. Yeah. So, yeah, I just decided the draws. I drew it at the right time for the most part, but yeah, Draw and Lock's a good card. And 3 Imperm, same reason. Good against rogue decks, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. And then, honestly, a card I didn't really feel like I needed this weekend was Red Reboot. I feel like people are kind of like off the traps. Yeah. Because it's like, I'm just gonna get FTK'd if I don't play a hand trap deck. And yeah, so I didn't really decide I didn't ever. My loss was to Alter guys. Game 1 I just bricked on Double Donut Time Gazer, and in game 2, I got my Dark Worm Ghost spelled, and then I Pendulum summoned for Harmonizing. He goes Imperm, and I was like, okay, I should be okay. And he goes on Resolution Multi-Fic, and I just lost. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so that's how that was round 2, and I won 7 in a row. Oh, broken. And day 2, I lost the first round, so I was like hella worried. I was like, I might not top. And then the last round, I played against Goki. I won the die roll, thank God. He rolled a 10, I rolled an 11. Wow. I made a Dweller Vortex, and you know how Goki is about like beating that. And then game 2, he bricks, and I open a double draw, and I top deck pen call, and I killed him. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Nice. So basically, the way to play Pendulums now is Dweller.deck.
A Dweller.deck, so you can. So the way the deck works is like my reason for playing this over the FTK. One, I'm not very good at the FTK, and then the other thing is this deck is basically like a Goki deck, except it can play cards like Abyss Dweller, and it doesn't lose to main deck of Cherries or Draw and Lockbird. Because no one's playing like Electromite for Cherry, unless you're playing Paleo or Alter Geist. Yeah. And then other things, you can afford to like lose game 1 because game 2 you're gonna make a dweller and win. In game 3, since you side 6 hand traps, you basically play with 10 hand traps. Yeah, and if you hard break on hand traps, you can just hope you draw desires or pen call, which is like 6 extra like outs to like everything. Yeah, so that's basically the deck.
All right, man. Shout outs.
I want to give a shout out to Team Royalty, Just Flip TCG. I also want to give a shout out to my 316 friends, as well as basically Joe and everyone else. Andy Hernandez, Calvin Chow, Elvis Vu, Kevin Wu, who also topped, lost in top 32 unfortunately to Aaron Furman. And then I think that's about it. Yeah.
All right, for sure, man. Congrats on top 32.
Thank you.
And thanks for the deck before, bro.